hello there. You will be taking reading quizzes throughout the novel, The Things They Carried, and every reading quiz will be formatted in a similar way. So I wanted to communicate that up front so you know what to expect. First of all, there are 2 different types of questions on every reading quiz. You will always have 5 multiple choice questions. These questions will be level 2. There's either a right or a wrong answer, and these are going to be about details from the text, very straightforward answers. But this is why you're taking notes while reading. You're recording kind of the plot and being able to recall that information. So these 5 multiple choice questions will be worth 10 points each. The second part of every reading quiz is a constructed response question in which you are given some sort of a level 3 or level 4 prompt, and you are expected to use ideas and content as well as your understanding of organization to write a paragraph in response to that open-ended prompt. Now, this prompt does not require you to use the novel. This is a closed book quiz. However, you're going to put into your own words or paraphrase evidence from the story to support whatever your belief is. And this is worth 5 points. This then creates every quiz as being worth 15 points. And you're going to have 10 minutes to complete the quiz. Now, for some of you, that might be a struggle. However, I wanted you to know ahead of time so that you can plot your time accordingly. So we need to review really quickly how to approach a constructed response question so that you can be successful in a limited time frame. So first of all, I'm going to show you an example prompt, and this is from The Crucible, something we're all familiar with. Here's what a sample prompt might look like. Consider John Proctor's actions and behaviors in The Crucible. Is John Proctor an ethical man? Explain using evidence from the text. Now, before we can go any further and start writing, the first step is to identify the key words. Those key words then have to be stated within the topic sentence of the paragraph. So here is that prompt again, and here are the key words that we need to include in our topic sentence. We have to name him, John Proctor. We have to talk about his ethics. And then we also have to use the words actions and behaviors. That fully gives us a direct line to the prompt. Now, this is a persuasive prompt, so that adds in one more element, which is we have to choose a side and support that side no matter what. So knowing this, we can then construct our topic sentence. Now, I'm going to show you the rubric, and then I'll show you kind of an example. You can see here that ideas and content are worth 3 points and organization is worth 2. In ideas and content, we are expecting at least 2 examples from the story to support whatever it is that you're asserting. And the examples obviously have to be accurate and add some depth and insight into your response. Under organization, this is very clear. A clear topic sentence that restates the prompt, transition words and phrases within the paragraph, and then a closing sentence. So let's take a look at a sample paragraph to respond to the John Proctor prompt. Okay, I want you to note the colors and think about why I am color coding it for my example for you. So this response reads, John Proctor proves he is an ethical man based on his actions and behaviors. From the very beginning, Proctor does not deny what he stands for or what he has done. He openly admits to Reverend Hale that he dislikes Paris, so much in fact that Proctor refuses to have his son baptized by Paris. Furthermore, Proctor admits to his adulterous affair with Abigail when his wife Elizabeth questions him about it. When his wife stands accused of witchcraft, Proctor exposes the greatest sin of his life in order to save her. Despite his many shortcomings, John Proctor displays ethical traits in his words and deeds. Now you can see my topic sentence includes those key words that we talked about. But look at the blue. The blue throughout the paragraph are actually the transition phrases, the transition pieces that help one point flow to the other. Then my pieces of evidence, or my examples, are in yellow. It's also in purple. And finally, I have my final example in red. And those are kind of the meat and potatoes of my paragraph, like the examples to support my opinion. And finally, at the very end, John Proctor displays ethical traits in his words and deeds. That is my conclusion sentence, my closing sentence for the paragraph. It is not word for word my topic sentence, but I'm summing it up in order to kind of bring it to an end. So now that we've reviewed what a constructed response looks like, please apply these same principles when you're writing your constructed response answers on your reading quiz.